week, guys. I am not gonna lie, I have not been this ready for the weekend in quite some time. I don't know what it is. Last Friday, I was also really tired. I think it's just because, you know, or I at least, start watching the markets really early, and I know some of you guys as well in the chat room. And then by the time, you know, it's Friday, it's a lot of kind of, you're just, you know, you give so much energy into this thing every day, and then you're just ready for a little bit of downtime. So I think that's really what it is. It was a fun trading day today, but I knew today was going to be a really tough trading day, kind of like yesterday. And that's why at like 9:38 was one of my last trades, and I was like, I'm pretty much done after this one. But I kept on trading, and I gave back basically half my profit. So it's like, I knew I shouldn't have kept on trading, but I did, mainly because I can't really walk away from the stream as easy as it should be, because, you know, I'm clearly looking at the charts still with you guys, and then if I see a good opportunity, sometimes I jump in it. But yeah, basically, I knew there was going to be some hot action on the red to green moves today, because all of our pre-market gappers were pulling back a lot. And whenever I see that, sometimes I think that there's gonna be a higher chance of a nice red to green move. And this time it worked. They were very choppy though. They pulled up first, and then they pulled that back, and then they ripped. That was a very unorthodox kind of red to green move. But I did not jump on the breakout, because I was like, no, it's just not one of those days where I'm going to be, you know, buying a breakout first thing in the morning. So it was a good thing that I didn't do that. I do want to review, obviously, the tickers we traded today, like SONN, ECOR, APDN as well. I probably won't be looking for any sort of swing trades, but I do also want to show you guys my Intel, INTC, Intel Corp, that's why it's INTC, possible entry as well. So I'm going to review that on the charts with you guys in a second. Yeah, all right. So before I ramble too much, don't forget to drop a like, guys, if you enjoy the content. Consider subscribing if you're totally new here. I'd love to see you again. I would love to see you join the community. So subscribe, hit the bell icon. You'll be notified next time we go live, which will be on Monday at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, to review our watch list, trade the market open. Let's go to the charts now. All right, guys, so welcome back. So we just wrapped up the stream maybe 10 minutes ago or so, and if you weren't on the stream or you didn't see the ending, this is how we wrapped up the day. Only $84 profit. Kind of ridiculous, because we were up, you know, close to $200 profit on the day, and then I really gave back a lot on my last trades. And it was kind of funny, because at 9:38, after my first two trades, when the market opened, I was like, I'm kind of done with trading. Like, I feel like anything I do after this point, I'm going to give back profits. And that's exactly what happened. Like, so horrible. It's kind of like reverse visualization, where I visualized something I didn't want to happen, but whatever. I don't know. I just knew that the tickers we were trading today were kind of rough. Like, the lead gappers all were selling off, and it's not really something that you want to be seeing. And yeah, it's really hard to kind of trade these tickers after the market open, because then they just dry up volatility and they're just selling off, and then sometimes you get dips on them, sometimes you don't. Let's actually start with NOG. This was the one I kind of gave back a lot of my profits on, or, you know, pre-market I really tried several times. And NOG was one of the lead gappers actually today, and then it disappeared from the scanners at one point, for obvious reasons, because it sold off so much. NOG, where is it? 285 million float. That's a huge float, so I was kind of confident that buying a dip would be a good bounce. US oil and gas, multiple acquisitions, and they added balance sheet enhancements, whatever that means. Kind of sounded shady to me, but whatever. Anyway, this one kind of sold off, and I knew there was big support around right under $1, because that's where huge multi-month support and resistance is. Right here, you can see several tops and bottoms in this area. And I actually had a limit order right around here, right at like 97.5. I just missed it by literally probably like 0.5% or something. And then it pops up 9-10%. Which was really unfortunate, because that was the trade I wanted. I would have walked away with probably like 150, 200 bucks on this one, depending how much I got filled. Anyway, I got the second entry down here, which didn't amount to much, and I closed this one for a small loss, which was like, it was so annoying, because I was, well, actually a pretty decent loss, about, you know, 4% probably on this one, because it was pretty big position size. So it was like, I had the right idea, I didn't get the fill, and then I got the second kind of leftover fill, which ended up selling off. It was just kind of one of those really annoying ways to start the day. This was my first trade on the day, and I was like, okay, well, that's how today's going to be, I guess. You know, which is okay. You know, if you understand that, you know, the market's selling off and all the lead gappers are selling off, you can adjust your strategy, adjust your attitude, and it works. I mean, that's how we ended the day green. But at the same time, it's just like, okay, like I get it. All the lead gappers are selling off pre-market. It's just not a beautiful thing to see. All of my lead gappers I have on my watch list have a warning flag on it. And I only put the warning flags on when tickers are selling off so much pre-market. APDN, this was kind of annoying. I had here, was trying to do a reversal here around 11. Didn't do the reversal here, and it didn't do it here, and I kind of walked away with small profit on this one. Just overall ridiculous. And then APDN, which, you know, 4 million float, one of the nicer floats, U.S. Security and Protection Company with the FDA approval on their coronavirus testing kit. Kind of big news. I wrote that, or we talked about it, that $10, actually $9.70 was huge support, and I wanted to buy at $9.70. Guess what happened? We dipped here, went all the way down to $9.75, and then we ran up 8-9%. And I'm like, no, I forgot to put a limit order there ahead of time, and I totally missed it. And on the live stream, you can see me, I was fumbling to get my order in here when we had the dip, and I didn't get filled, and I missed this move. In hindsight, I could have chased this one a little bit and entered here in this area. But I didn't have a lot of faith in APDN, so I would have honestly would have been wanting to sell near the 9-minute EMA, and you know, so that I was only looking for like 3% on this one, so that would have changed the whole trade, and that's why I didn't do it. But I don't know, it is what it is. Right now, actually some volume picking up here in APDN. I kind of wonder if it's going to be a little bit of a reversal. Maybe it's going to see 11 bucks or so. Ooh, that's a big sell-off though. It's seeing that now. 15.55. Had some news come out. This actually could be a pretty good little entry here at 10.20. I'm not going to be trading anymore. This is honestly like at the end of the week on a Friday, like late morning. I'm pretty tired. Like it's, what time is it here? It's like basically 6 p.m. locally, and that means I need to, like, you know, start chilling out, because I get up pretty early around 7, and then I'm, you know, coding all morning, and then by the time, you know, then I go on my lunch break and I do some workouts. But by the time the market opens, I'm already looking at the market at 6:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, you know, by the time it's now, it's already like 4 hours deep. So it's just like, it's been a long day, long week. I love trading, but at one point you got to step away, because you aren't thinking as clear anymore. And that's kind of how I feel right now. So that's why I don't want to keep, you know, tripping over myself doing something silly. So yeah, APDN, that's kind of a horror story in my eyes. SONN, I'm actually kind of happy I even walked away profitable on this one. 9 million float, US biotech, no catalyst though. Kind of crazy. I really regret that I didn't get more aggressive on this at the open though. So SONN, I tried to buy the dip here at 420. Could have worked a little bit better, but I kind of, you know, messed this one up. Wasn't the best one. And then I tried another kind of dip trade here in the 5.7s. This was an okay one. Made back a little bit more money on this one, and you know, these were okay morning trades. I don't know. It was just, it is what it was. It is what it is. I don't know. It doesn't matter. So what I liked about SONN, and this here, I'll show you guys here in a second. So let's go back here. Where is this area? About $5. So $5, we know that this is a huge key support zone. And even more than $5, you can kind of see there's somewhat of a bottom here at 4.5 in this area. And you can see we've had some tops and bottoms here at 4.5. Let me actually go ahead and underline that so it's a little bit more clear. So here, 4.5, you can see we had a wick in this area. We had a retest in this area. We had a failed breakout in this area. We even had today the low in this area. Go figure. So what happens? SONN from the pre-market highs sells off about 36%. That's a very big amount, but opens up right here and then falls off a cliff about 7% and then rallies 70%. And like, this was probably one of the best moves of the day, and I'm really upset that I didn't jump on this one. So all I would have had to do is throw limit orders at SONN, or even a market order at this point, because I wasn't getting filled. And you know, this one pullback I could have probably entered here, like on the dip below, and then this thing runs up and gets halted, and it was just absolutely beautiful. I was really focused on trading ECOR though, and that's a big reason why I missed SONN. Do I think SONN is going to mount to anything? Probably not, because in the past, every time this thing gaps up, it just sells off aggressively, and I don't really see why it would be any different today. I don't know, maybe it's going to find some support around 6 or so, and then maybe have a little bit of reversal back up. I have no idea what this thing's going to do, to be honest. Oftentimes I see that,
companies don't want to throw out great news on Friday because they would rather have it, be hot on Monday and then let it ride all week. So I don't have high hopes, and I'm probably not going to be looking for any sort of overnights today. Again, I really dropped the ball on SONN, but a big reason for that is because I was looking at ECOR, and this is where I made all my money today, or the majority of my money. ECOR, here we go. Ooh, what just happened? 1 second, that was really weird. Okay, so ECOR, here we go. Oh, actually, what a surprise, selling off. Now it went all the way down to 2.2, had a nice little bounce there. Selling off a little bit more. Yeah, this thing's on a not fun slope to the downside. So ECOR, let's see how we can best talk about this one, because this was a really busy ticker pre-market. Talk about crazy. Had some really big support right around 2.8. I couldn't trade any of this because the market for us opened up around 7, obviously on TOS. So I missed all these nice bottom bounces in this area. ECOR was 100 million float, 26 million market, 26 million float, 100% gapping pre-market, US medical instruments and supplies company. They had updates on their Gamma-Core Sapphire vaccine or drug for coronavirus treatment. But it's on the backside of a very, very big move. So that's why I was pretty cautious with ECOR. I just want to check the video here. So ECOR, backside of a big move, probably a lot of sellers on this one, a lot of back holders. Actually, in the chat, I think Ryan even said he was a back holder on this one and was selling into the pre-market activity in this one as well. And that's what I was thinking a lot of people are probably going to be doing. That's why I didn't want to be trading ECOR too aggressively at the market opens. But we did actually trade it fairly aggressively, but for different reasons. Actually, before the market opened, you guys saw me trade this one pre-market live. Had a nice little dip on this one, but it didn't bounce very strong, so I sold it, basically a scratch. Into the market open, though, let's kind of zoom in here and kind of think about what happened, because this was kind of cool. I was saying ECOR is going to be big, probably support around 2.5. We didn't dip down to 2.5, so I kind of front run this one. I think I got my entry at like 264, yeah, 264, and I knew this was big support in general, and this thing's already sold off so much. So I thought, look at the 5-minute chart, it sold off so much. So I was like, okay, there's probably a really good chance now that there's volume that this thing's going to try to break VWAP at least once. So we pop up here, go right to 2.8. I sell a little bit, 2.8. I sell about the 9-minute EMA. So this was our first trade. Pretty sweet here. Really pretty decent position size now I think about it. So we entered, this was a $2,700 position size, actually pretty sweet. So you can kind of see it here. Obviously 1,000 times 2 point whatever this was. So this is a pretty aggressive position size, but now I think about it, it could have been even more. Then we had a second pullback here and it looked like we were having a double bottom. So I again went aggressive on this one. Actually, I went half size on this one. I should have went even more aggressive. Wait, did I buy back here? Yeah, I did. Oh, this was actually a small trade. I was like, oh wait, this doesn't look right. So this was a really, really small trade. I bought here at 67. It doesn't look like it was bouncing and I closed it right away. This was basically just a scratch. And then we did another trade. I bought on this big support here at 2.5. I think my entry was at like 253 or something like that. Yeah, 253. And was looking for that crack above into the 2.6, which we did eventually get, but it was very weak. So I sold too soon on this one, which is a little bit unfortunate. But yeah, pretty decent size again on this one. So I'm pretty happy with this. And this was the trade. It was like 938 or 930. Yeah, 938 when I entered it and 939 when I exited it. And this is, at this point, I was like, I'm done with trading. Like, I know that these were like the best moves of the day and most likely, and I was so focused on ECOR and I missed the SONN run. And that's why that was a little bit unfortunate. But yeah, ECOR was beautiful. And then, just kept on selling off. I kept on trying to buy dips on it, looking for reversals. And then this dip here actually was the reversal, went up like 12% or so. And I got out literally on the last candle I got out. So this was really unfortunate. This was the trade that actually, I went down from like, this one I went down from like 220 to like 180. And then I went down from like 180 or 170 to 122. So that was really, really annoying. I was like, oh. And the worst part is I literally sold almost at the perfect bottom here and then it runs up. So it's just like, you just don't know, because if it cracked this and then it cracked, here to 18 and then all of a sudden all my profits are gone. And then if it keeps on cracking, all of a sudden I'm negative on the day. So it's like, you don't want to hold into a loser, but cutting your losses is always one of those things where it's like, sometimes you cut your losses at the perfect low, and it's just like one of those things that you just have to accept is going to happen. There's no way to sugarcoat it. It's just like an awful thing that you have to do. So better to get out for a scratch than to sell at the perfect low is the way I look at it. So oftentimes when the trade no longer goes my way, I get out very, very quickly because I don't want to sell at the perfect low. So there we have it, ECOR. It is what it is. I don't know. Could have walked away. Could have maybe even traded this again. Just, I don't know. One thing I want to point out today, if you guys are curious, INTC, Intel Corp, is something that is looking kind of interesting for a possible trade. And we were actually watching this dump here at 47. I was thinking about even day trading it, but I didn't. What I'm looking for, Intel, is a bit bigger of a pullback here into the 45s, maybe 46s, but one more dump and I'll definitely be trading this one. So we might see some sort of dump, extended hours or something like that. And I think there's a really good chance, I really say, if this thing goes past 47, you could probably assume that I'm in it. The only thing I'm nervous about is like if I'm going to catch it. So I might place a limit order already. We have descending volume. This is looking pretty good. I think we might have an extended hours spike down or not, or something like that. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. I do think it's going to try to do a little bit of a bounce here. Still not really the best risk reward in this area, so I'm not going to be trading it most likely. As I do think, you know, we're not getting really better risk reward than like 1-to-1. So I would like to see a crack of 47 and then I'll start accumulating in this area. That's really what I'm looking for with INTC. So again, I don't know if we're going to see it because, you know, there is a little bit of an uptrend here, which makes me a little bit nervous that it's even going to go this way. That's why I'm going to start accumulating at 47 and not at 45. So that's my INTC little overview. If you guys have not checked out the actual INTC video, check it out somewhere here. It's going to pop up, and that one I think it's going to kind of give you a little bit more of my whole analysis on INTC, but this is kind of like an update along the way. All right, guys, that's everything for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to drop a like. If you did enjoy, have a great weekend, guys. Really enjoy the time off. You know, relax. So Monday morning, you're very, very clear in your head and you're ready to go. I will see you guys then, maybe this weekend for a monthly recap video, and then first thing on Monday morning then. So guys, take care. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys next time. Ciao, ciao.